Whew, okay. We're here in the menu. Again, no starting soon screen. It's kind of crappy anyway. Well, we're here in the menu because I intend to do a little bit of more creative testing and then maybe we'll join the hardcore wave later. At least I hope. I just hope to finally finish the design here and then I can go on and collect the materials. So, first of all, let's just join this one. And now I say hello again. Hello, surfers. And welcome back to another Redstone stream. Wow, I think I'm not gonna be doing one of those very often in the future. Either that or I want to say something here, but oh yeah, getting the taste of technology slowly will move me more and more to technology until someday I will learn the weakness of my flesh, and then it will disgust me. And then I will try to be a cyborg until one day I'm just gonna be half man, half redstone machine. Because, well, I may fall in redstone. I may fall in love with redstone after this stopwatch. Either that or we're never gonna do that again, ever again. So, well, okay, so where we stopped last time? Oh yeah. So here we have the stopwatch design that utilizes, well, as you can see, pistons and redstone blocks, and wait. Oh, okay. Oh, I just want to test something. Yeah. Here, this one utilizes, well, pretty much just redstone blocks, pistons, and then a whole lot of repeaters. It's technically a very simple design, and in theory it should have worked. I mean, it definitely does, as you can see. It puts one item into these chests at 1/20th of a second. Or at least it would have done that, but it already did that. Yeah. But I got one problem, and that the redstone signal was activated for too long, which I think that might be the problem. Leads to a pretty huge delay. Instead of one item every second getting put through, it's only one item every 2 seconds. So that's when I realized I might need to switch over to this design. That's, well, I got the idea from it from a video that randomly popped up in my recommendations, but actually I pretty much built this myself. I don't know, at least this part here, which is kind of an important one. So this is the horizontal scaffolding design. It basically works like this trapdoor gets activated every 20 ticks, or exactly once a second. And then a block update gets sent up by one block in every tick, or at 1/20th of a second, which leads to this very cool light effect that you can see. And, well, I basically plan to attach this to, well, all of the observers, so that only one item goes through every second. See? One item every second. It works flawlessly. So yeah, this is the vertical design. And then over here, I got the horizontal design. At first, I only really managed to make it work by 5 blocks out. But then I figured out how to make it work beyond that. Or at least I got a good idea. So Well, I think I'm first gonna try to extend this one, and then I'm gonna try to, well, do something with both, kind of. I still have to find out what works for me. But once for sure, I'm gonna need 20 redstone blocks at least. This one. Also, this one is not finished because, well, technically this one already is. I invested the entire last stream into it. It basically has one dot button, which is attached to this thing. It's supposed to be attached to our racetrack. Once we go through this, yeah, it's supposed to start the stopwatch, and then after the first lap done, and then the second lap is done, and then after the third lap is done, this row of pistons pushes down onto the first hopper where the items are supposed to be in, which leads to it not, well, bringing any items over after that. So that's a plus. So it basically, these pistons need to fire immediately. Not like one by one when we start this thing, that just never stop, but actually, yeah, this one needs to stop immediately so that we can actually get an exact measure on our time for the racetrack. And basically I have to try and do the same thing here. And this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we might be able to make it work. And today I also got another idea to make it work, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So first let me try the horizontal design, because basically the same logic. As you can see, once it gets activated, there's a little bit of a delay. Actually 2 ticks, I believe. Right? Yep. It might be a little more than that. First I see the observer firing, then I see this thing firing, and then 2 ticks later this one gets fired. And then I think this one gets activated. It might not only be just 2 ticks here, but actually 3 ticks, something with 4 ticks. I should probably measure this once this side is actually finished. It starts a little later. I'm not sure what to do with that. Okay, it's fine. So first we need to touch. Okay, I need more space. Where can I get a lot of space? To be honest, now I get why big redstone YouTubers just have their flat, super flat world, where there's just a whole lot of redstone contraptions, flat area, then that's it. Yeah, I get it. No, I don't get it. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna build it over here. So for that, I'm gonna try. This doesn't really need to be on the same plane. The first one can be here. The second one can be over here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to make it. Okay. Then we start with the most basic thing, which is this block design. So it needs to be attached to the same thing. So Okay, so we have a 5-tick delay on everything, which should totally be fine. So we can connect these.